Let's talk about the bot settings. Accessing this area is simple. Navigate to bots, find your bot, and just to the top right hand corner of your bot's picture, click the bot settings option, which brings you to this page. Now here you can control a number of the global settings for your bot, starting with, for example, the name of the bot. Simply change this field, hit save settings, and that's going to change the bot's name everywhere that the bot happens to be. Likewise for the picture, and you can see we recommend 200 by 200 pixels, preferably in a PNG format. As we scroll down, you have a number of different options. One of the important ones here is which channels should the bot be live on. And if I were to add 2 channels here and hit save settings, for example, the bot would immediately start responding to any new conversations that came in on these channels. Now, the bot can function on any channel type except for email channels, and if you'd rather have a bit of conditionality attached to when the bot picks up conversations, you can also assign bots using workflows. Additionally, in the general settings, you have the option to say, for example, maybe we do want the bot to pick up conversations on these channels, but only when these agents or these teams are not online. So you can attach a semblance of conditionality there. You have the option, for example, to receive monthly bot stat updates to your email inbox. And you've also got the option to say what should happen when a student asks to speak to a human. By default, we'll say, no, sorry, we're not going to be able to do that. But you can say yes and instead choose to pass on the conversation to these people. In the customization settings here, you can influence the message a bot triggers when certain circumstances arise. For example, do you want there to be a first message in the conversation that every student sees, and this is the response to the student's first message? So do you want to say something that everyone will always see when that first message is sent? What should the bot say when it doesn't know the answer to the question? You can see what the stock answer here is, but you can edit this freely. Likewise, for if somebody says not useful, or as was discussed, if somebody asks to speak to a human. Scrolling down, finally, you have the ability to influence some of the advanced settings in the bot. Starting from right to left, after how many hours of inactivity should the bot close the conversation? So assuming the bot's been successful, and we hope it is, if the student doesn't send a message for 8 hours, do we close that conversation, or 24, or 48, or 72? What review period would you like to impart? The only thing to be aware of with this is that a lot of the bot analytics and stats only count from closed conversations. So if you do set 72 hours, there may be a wee bit of a lag between live results and current conversations. Finally, the match breakpoint and match breakpoint, easy for me to say, and low confidence breakpoint influence how confident the bot is in responding. Match breakpoint, for example, says if we were to set this at 90, for example, if a student message comes in and the bot is 90% or more confident that it's got the right answer, it's absolutely going to use that answer, but crucially, it's not going to log anything on the train table. And we talk about the train table in the video just below. If, for the low confidence breakpoint, this is how unconfident the bot needs to be in order to try attempting to answer the conversation. So in this example, if the bot was 33 or 34% confident that it knew what the student was asking, it would still try to answer the conversation, answer the message. If it was 25% confidence, which is lower than this setting, however, it would say, sorry, I don't know what you're trying to ask me. So you can play around with these to influence how many training opportunities you have, but also at what point the bot says, yeah, I really don't know what's being asked here. And these can be freely changed at any time by any administrators. The final setting is a big one, and it's right here. You have the option to also delete a bot that you no longer want.